Every year, when the rainy season finally returns to Africa, something incredible happens. A strange fish suddenly emerges from the ground. Not from a river, not from a lake, from the dirt itself. This is the African lungfish, one of the most remarkable survival experts on Earth. For the last 6 months, it has been buried underground, and if a drought lasts long enough, this animal can survive beneath the soil for up to 5 years. Now, the rains have arrived. The dry earth begins to soften, and the lungfish slowly crawls out of its muddy prison. Using its strong, fin-like limbs, it can even move across land with surprising ease. But that's not the most amazing thing about it. The African lungfish has a double breathing system. It can breathe underwater using gills like a normal fish, but it can also come to the surface and breathe air using lungs. And that ability becomes critical when Africa's brutal dry season begins. As rivers and wetlands start disappearing, the lungfish knows what's coming. To survive, it digs a burrow about 10 to 20 inches deep into the mud. Its goal is simple: preserve every drop of moisture possible. Day after day, the sun beats down on the landscape. Temperatures climb above 104 degrees Fahrenheit. The surface becomes scorching hot. Deep underground, a little moisture remains at first, but eventually, even that begins to vanish. Now there's only one option left: stay alive by going to sleep. The lungfish releases a thick layer of mucus from its body. This mucus surrounds the fish like a cocoon. Over time, the cocoon hardens into a protective shell that shields it from the extreme heat while trapping precious moisture inside. Safe within this natural survival capsule, the lungfish enters a state called estivation, a deep dormancy that allows it to wait out the drought for months or even years. Then, one day, the rains return. Heavy storms soak the earth, the hardened soil softens, and deep below the surface, the sleeping lungfish begins to wake up. Slowly, it breaks free from its cocoon and returns to the world above. But a new danger is already waiting. Standing motionless at the edge of the swamp is one of Africa's most intimidating birds, the shoebill. Named for its enormous shoe-shaped bill, this giant bird is unlike anything else on Earth. It stands nearly 4 feet tall, and its wings can stretch over 8 feet across. Its massive beak is so powerful that it can crush large prey and even tear through the tough skin of young crocodiles. And one of its favorite meals is lungfish. A lungfish that has just awakened from months of dormancy barely has time to react. In a flash, the shoebill strikes. Within seconds, the hunt is over. But survival isn't the only challenge in a shoebill's life. It also has a family to raise. Hidden among tall marsh grasses is a large nest. Inside are 2 chicks. The first chick hatched 3 weeks ago. It's still weak and completely dependent on its parents for food and water. 3 days later, a second chick emerged. But from the moment it was born, a harsh reality had already begun. One day, while the mother left to collect water, the older chick turned on its younger sibling. This wasn't play fighting. This was a battle for survival. Just 3 days of age difference created a huge gap in strength. The older chick repeatedly attacked the younger one, trying to dominate it. When the mother returned, she saw exactly what was happening. Terrified, the smaller chick moved toward her, seeking protection. But what happened next may seem cruel. The mother did nothing. In the wild, raising 2 chicks requires enormous amounts of food. For shoebills, resources are often limited. As a result, parents usually invest most of their energy in the firstborn chick. The younger chick serves as a backup plan. If the first chick dies, the second may get a chance to survive. But if the older chick remains healthy, the younger one is often left to fade away. They came from the same parents. They shared the same nest, yet their destinies were completely different. For the younger chick, its fate may have been decided the moment it hatched.